We are Thermal Life. I am Shazam.
I'm Unbreakable.
And I'm Lauren. 25,000. It's a big number. $25,000, 25,000 vehicles, or 25,000 pieces of candy. But what if it was 25,000 people? 25,000 people die from hypothermia alone in the US each year. Once a person's submerged in water, their clock starts. They have less than 15 minutes until they lose consciousness and they start struggling from exhaustion. A part of that 15 minutes is adding to their total time, which is only 45 minutes, which means they only have 30 minutes until they're added with that 25,000 people a year. So what can we do to lower that 25,000? Shazam?
So we are here to introduce you to the Thermal Life Hypo Vest. So the Thermal Life Hypo Vest is a vest that's been inspired by a dentist x-ray blanket or a chef apron. It has thermal packs that are slid into the front pocket of a vest-like garment that doesn't require any over the arms or over the head, so that it's easy to use, that heat up in stages, starting from the heart and using a pressure valve bulb. You're able to go ahead and push into the next valve in the next packet, causing it to trip to the next stage, heating up the rest of the body once the heart has become somewhat stable. They would be created through a wool design to cause a little bit of an insulation between the thermal packs and the patient to prevent any shock, because focusing the heat on the heart will cause it to also prevent any of the cold blood from transferring from your arms and other extremities that are frozen into your heart, which would cause shock.
So some of the specifications, to begin, it's a 2 by 2 foot wool apron, and then on top of that you have the 1.5 by 1.5 foot thermal pack. And as previously mentioned, as you activate the air pump, you break into the outer stages. So far, our cost structure is estimated about $62. If you need more information on the specifics of that, I'd be happy to give that. Of that $62, you only need to replace the $41 pack each time it's used. So unfortunately, in this industry, the only trend we can point to is death. So this chart right here is from the CDC, and these are deaths of hypothermia from natural temperatures alone. It does not include that other, say, 24,000 from the National Institute of Health that occurs from drinking and things like that. So as you can see, it's been on the rise from 1999 to 2011, and based on recent data we're looking at, it's still on the rise. As far as our opportunity is concerned, we looked up things such as national parks and ambulances. We have 58 national parks in the U.S., and there's about 1 ambulance per 51,000 people in the United States. That's almost 6,400 ambulances. And then we accounted for the number of people that have died because of hypothermia over the years, which is about 25,000 per year. And then we estimate that to be about 2 million in initial sales. That is only counting the people that died and not all the cases treated.
All right, so our competitive advantage here. We had 2 different competitors here. It's our space blanket and the blood warmer. And between the 3, we compared them with how cost efficient they are: feasibility, compatibility, shock prevention, and life-saving. All right, let's take a look at the space blanket here. All right, sweet, it's cost efficient. It's like $5 to $12 on Amazon. Cheap, great. Feasibility, it's a blanket, you just put it on. I mean, how simple is that? Okay, compatibility. Again, it's a blanket, you can take it anywhere you want. You can hold it, you can put it in your backpack or in your car. But shock prevention, is it going to prevent shock? If you're in some type of state of shock, this blanket is not going to help you, thus leading to organ failure, thus not being life-saving. All right, let's move on to the blood warmer here. Blood warmer, one of them is roughly $5,000, thus making it not cost-efficient. Feasibility. So for the blood warmer, has to have some form of electricity. Say you're in the middle of nowhere. You're not going to have just a plug into the wall. It has to be in a safe environment, has to be in a clean environment, and it has to have someone using it that knows how to use it or who is professionally trained to use it, thus making it not compatible to take anywhere with you. Although, when it comes to these situations, yes, it will prevent shock, it will get you out of that state, thus making it life-saving. Okay, so great. Both of these are awesome. Okay, but I mean, this is 50%, and this is 75%. If I'm going to save someone, I want 100%, which is why the Thermalife HypoVest is the one that we need. That is why it's 100% guaranteed. So our unique value proposition for search and rescue teams who encounter hypothermic situations, the Thermalife HypoVest will heat the patient's torso in emergency situations. Unlike current used methods, our product will provide the heat necessary to heat up the patient, which will prevent organ failure and ultimately save their life.
So, 25,000 people. Obviously, the space blanket is not currently saving those people. We are currently losing more patients due to hypothermic conditions because it is not life-saving and not shock. It doesn't help prevent the shock. With the Thermalife vest, we can reduce these numbers, and we can do that with your help. Thank you.
Thanks.